George always said, work hard, keep your mouth shut, and good things will happen. And I thought, that's what I'm going to try and do and see what happens.
Those words from former Michigan State head coach George Perlis have come to define Spartan athletic trainer Sally Nogle's career.
So I give my man a hug. Gonna give my man a hug.
Oh, Sally.
It's the best. That's the best. It's George Perlis, the first football coach I worked for, Michigan State. Gave me the opportunity to be on this field, and I appreciate that with all my heart.
You deserve it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You did a great job. Great job.
Thanks, Coach.
Today, Nogle is one of many female trainers pacing the sidelines at Michigan State. Quite a change from what she encountered when she first arrived in East Lansing in 1983.
I was the only female on staff, there's only 3 of us. Women could work football, but not go out into the football field with them. They could work in the training room, take care of them, but not actually go out in the field and be there.
That'd be awesome.
My specialist, I always love my specialist.
Sally.
I think it was more George, the head coach, because he was like, yep, I'll let you out here. And he smiled at me, and we just went on and started working. And because he realized at that time that it was just an athletic trainer. I'm an athletic trainer, I'm not, whether I'm female or male, it didn't matter.
Perfect.
Let me cut it right there.
In her 3 decades of service, Nogle has helped scores of Spartan football players compete for Big Ten titles.
Sore right there. Push slightly to your right. I think the trust factor is huge. If you don't have trust of the athlete, then they aren't going to believe what you say about the injury. They aren't going to believe what you say about going back to play. They're not going to want to communicate with you. I think the trust in all relationships is super important, but those athletes have got to trust you. I do think being a female working with male athletes is a positive. I think a lot of them throughout their lives have had their mother as a caregiver. That's the one that takes care when they're sick or when they have an injury, it takes them to their doctor's appointments. So they're actually used to having females work with them in that area.
She makes this place feel like home. She's the best. Watch her figure 8 ankle lock right now.
She knows the intricacies of this profession and the time demands and the time constraints. She knows exactly how the coaches are going to interpret information. And a lot of times when you're communicating, how someone is going to interpret what you're say is just as important as the information.
From the head coach on down, he doesn't challenge us on the injuries. He knows what we say is that we're going to try and get him back if possible.
In July 2013, Nogle made history when she was promoted to head football trainer, the first female to hold the position in the Big Ten.
When Sally was announced as the head athletic trainer for Michigan State, there was a standing ovation. 300 employees introduced themselves, and she gets a standing ovation. That, to me, as an administrator, speaks volumes.
I think Title IX was huge for women in athletic training because first it was huge for women in sports. So once they started having more teams and better conditions for women in sports, then that grew.
Sally was part of, 25 years ago, a trend here that really said we're going to make a statement in athletic training and be trailblazers in this industry. To reach the pinnacle of your profession and be recognized by your peers, there's really no other honor that's higher than that.
Every day we have students in the athletic training room. We have graduate students and undergraduate students. So every day you hopefully teach them something. You have to keep learning or else you'll get behind. You take that one off if it ends up being, this may not fit with this helmet, but it keeps you excited. It keeps you wanting to be involved and to grow more. So I think that's one of the best things about it.